Imagine, a podcast series by Imagine Theatre.
Yes, hello again. Welcome to episode 129 of the Just Imagine podcast series. And for the fifth year, I'm delighted to say that we're back at the UK Pantomime Association Awards in High Wycombe.
For more information, go to their website at www.imaginetheatre.co.uk.
In the last episode, I was joined by the stage and television actor and pantomime regular at the Crewe Lyceum, Steve Johnston. Don't worry if you missed that or any of the other previous episodes, because they're all still available, so make sure you check them out, and while you're at it, subscribe to the series so you don't miss any future episodes. So this time I'm excited to say we are here at the Wycombe Swan in High Wycombe to take you behind the scenes at the 2026 Star Spangled Annual Awards event, where Imagine Theatre shows have been nominated for 8 awards. It's being staged in partnership with Trafalgar Entertainment and ATG Entertainment, and it's going to be hosted this year by Vernon Kay. Well, first of all, Simon Sladen, what a joy it is to be back here. Well, I say back here because this is another new venue, but back at the awards.
I know, can you believe it? And it's our 5th birthday. It was funny, before today I was looking at some of the statistics over the years. We have, our judges now visited over 3,000 performances for the Panto Awards. That's such an amazing milestone. And think about all those awards and all those people that have been nominated and won, and just the wonderful community that's grown and grown over the last 5 years. And we're here today at Wycombe Swan. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. And I can't wait. The buzz already, the red carpet, the sun is out. I mean, what better way than to celebrate the best of Panto?
Well, it's early yet. There's still an hour or so to go, but it's already buzzing and has been for quite some time, since the doors open at 3.
Even before the doors opened, we were doing some final checks here, and about 2:30, people were already looking as glamorous as ever outside. We've been doing the sound checks, we've been making sure everything's in place, that the Prosecco glasses are chilled. So, yeah, I think we're good and ready to go. We're polishing the trophies as we speak.
And this epitomises everything that the association stands for, a big celebration of Panto. Whether you're a winner or not, whether you're a nominee or not, this is such a great event to get together, isn't it?
Yeah, this is for the industry. This is the greatest way for us to celebrate all that hard work, all that skill, all that craft, all that expertise that we absolutely champion at the UK Pantomime Association through the awards, through our events, through our online presence. And here it's so special. You know, pantomime, we know, it's important. It's absolutely full of expertise, craft. It's something very special to the UK. And we feel very privileged to be able to help spread that championing of pantomime and all that there is that's involved, because we absolutely should be proud of it. And everybody here tonight is here to celebrate pantomime. Yeah. You know, whether they win or not, winning is lovely, but to be nominated is great. And we have loads of people here supporting how vibrant the industry is. And actually, when we look back to 5 years ago, it's amazing to think how much has changed just in those 5 years, and how even more vibrant and exciting and innovative, but still harking and celebrating those traditions. I mean, it's a tough decision of who wins, and it's a tough decision, you know, when we're going around all those theatres and thinking it, but we're flying the flag for everyone tonight, and we're so grateful for that entertainment that we get each season.
Well, I know you've got to go to a judges' meeting now, but a quick word for the judges who give their time to go and see hundreds of shows every year. It couldn't happen without them, could it? It
couldn't happen without our judges, you know, and we're so grateful. Every one of them is a volunteer. So they go through a long training session, they go through 3 conferences. You know, one of our judges sees over 50 shows, so is doing all of that out on the road, juggling family, work, everything else that happens through snow, through rain, in the air, on the motorway, walking, bicycling, you name it, they do it. So we're so grateful. Without them, we just couldn't do this, and all of our other volunteers as well. So, you know, we salute you all, and we're very glad all to be on that pantomime train of celebrating a genre that we all love and that is the art form for us.
Well, look, it's going to be a very busy night. Enjoy it if you possibly can. And Simon, thank you again for talking to us.
My pleasure, and great to have you here again, Martin. Thank you so much.
So, Imagine's nominations this year: Steve Elias in Snow White at the Lyric Theatre in Carmarthen is nominated as Best Dame. Best Newcomer to Panto is Jack Hobbit Hobbs from Dick Whittington at De Montfort Hall in Leicester. The Best Secondary Lead nomination for Imagine is Finlay MacKillop from Sleeping Beauty at the Gatehouse Theatre in Stafford. Best Sisters nominated Hannah Roberts and Fran Cottingham, aka Hannah and Fran, for Cinderella at Venue Cymru in Llandudno. Best Contribution to Music, Steve Clark and Sean Critton for Cinderella at Venue Cymru in Llandudno. The Best Costume nomination in Imagine's team goes to James McIver for Sleeping Beauty at the Belgrade Theatre in Coventry. Best Lighting for Matt Ladkin, who we featured on the podcast recently, for Sleeping Beauty at the Wyvern Theatre in Swindon. And the other nomination is for the Best Pantomime in a venue with 500 or more seats, and that's for Snow White at Eden Court in Inverness. Amongst the other nominees today are Will Young, Helen George, Nigel Harman, George Webster, Joe McKeldry, Sarah Hadland, Grant Stott, Charlie Stemp, Gary Wilmot, Ada Camp, Clive Rowe, Vicky Stone and Alan Stewart. Well, the man who every year has the headache of pulling this whole thing together, the producer of the awards at yet another different venue, Sam Monday-Webb, how are you?
I'm good. Do you know what? I'm more calm than I've ever been, which is ironic because we pulled the start time forward. So I think that often happens.
Yeah.
You know, it just so happens that you think you've got less time, you plough through. And I'm here, I'm about to enjoy a glass of Prosecco.
Wow, well that's incredible. I guess though, a lot of this comes with the experience of doing it, 4 years before.
Absolutely. We've made it a bit harder for ourselves this year in that we've put a full opening number in. So we've got a 5-minute opening number, which our fabulous lead, who is Michael J. Batchelor, he was put into it today.
Okay.
But Arts One were rehearsing last week. It's looking really good. It's very referential from this year's season.
Do you know, it would have been great if the association team could have been involved in that opening number. It would be great to see you all, wouldn't it?
It would, but that would come with even more stress.
Oh, come on, you can do it next year.
Yeah, maybe. I say leave it to the pros.
But this year, another fabulous venue. It's almost like a number one tour for the awards because every year the venues are incredible and they all get behind the association and do whatever they can to help.
Yeah, I think they know that this is an industry event, which is really lovely. So the venue teams want to impress because they know that they've got theatre managers and producers from across the country coming. And do you know what? Every year the venue team are just outstanding and they muck in. And we've got a team, a creative team that really pulled from year to year to make sure it happens and it's slick. And I guess that's why it's run so well because people know exactly what's going on. And that's really helpful.
Hopefully then, if there's less pressure this year, you can enjoy it even more.
Well, I hope so, but I think once the curtain goes up, those nerves of making sure it runs to time and it runs okay are present. But do you know what? I always get to the end and I feel like I've run a marathon, and I'm sure it'll be like that again tonight. But I'm very excited to say we're 5 years old this year, which is a huge achievement, and there'll be a birthday cake later.
We look forward to that. I have to say, on behalf of everybody who's here and everybody involved in Panto up and down the UK, the far and wide, wherever the venues are, thank you to you and everybody at the association for doing all the fabulous work that you do, which is epitomised in this evening because it really does bring the industry together. So well done, Sam, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you. You too.
And now it's time to make some noise as we welcome to the stage the amazing
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wickham Swan and the Pantomime Awards 2026! From November to January, a total of 64 judges have been zigzagging across the country. From Aberdeen to Penzance, everyone, Canterbury to Belfast. In total, they've watched 603 performances. 234 eligible venues, and Christ knows how many ghost gags. Tonight, we are gathered to celebrate the brightest, the very, very best, the cream of the crop of Panto 2025. And instead of a polite ripple, let's whoop and holler for every single person in the room.
Best Sisters, Hannah Fran.
Excited for this one. This is Hannah Roberts and Fran Cottingham from Imagine Theatre's Cinderella at Venue Cymru in Llandudno.
Hannah Roberts and Fran Cottingham!
special. So to be nominated at all was incredible. Why are we such a our lives have changed in the past year, and we are so grateful. We're so grateful to Imagine, Laura, all the team. Stephen, Sarah, thank you so much, all of you, for having us. That's the experience of our lives, and I can't wait. We're so happy that we won it for you. We love you all so much.
So as you heard, Best Sisters this year, Han and Fran, your first ever panto. How does it feel?
Oh my life, I don't know if we can even put into words how this feels. I mean, like I said on stage, we got to do our first panto in our hometown, which was super special for us. Thank you, and to be nominated was enough for us, you know, but to win it!
Do you know what? How many, was it 6 months ago, we were in our office jobs, and we made a big decision to leave them and follow our dreams, and we got panto, and
we couldn't
we
it
honestly,
was the best contract we've ever done, and we just, we just hope to be able to do it again, don't we?
Oh, we really do. We want to do it again so badly. I cannot believe obviously we've got confidence in ourselves, but I don't know. I don't think I had that much confidence. I really didn't.
Not that much. I did not expect to win
What was the panto experience itself like for you?
Fabulous.
Incredible.
I think because we were at home and we knew the theatre staff, and we were so comfortable and we were so sort of familiar with the place, the area, the building, we felt very much at home, and we felt like we were where we belonged. And that's why it was special for us. And the whole run was incredible. We had a great cast, the script, everything just seemed to be perfect, didn't it?
And it was we were like one big family, and it was just a beautiful experience. It really was. It really was.
And of course the last 12, 18 months or so has really changed your lives, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it started from obviously last year we did Britain's Got Talent. We did that because we just wanted a better quality performing stage. We wanted a better quality gig. We wanted to maybe do the odd festival here and there, and we just wanted to up our game slightly from what we were doing. And
you know, aren't we, babe?
Yeah, we loved singing together, and we just thought, what can we do next? So we did that, and it worked for us. And this is what we do now. This is our job. We perform for a living, and that was the dream. And I think,
we are living our dream.
It's a Cinderella story.
It is,
isn't it?
It is. A rags to riches.
Well, the only disappointment for me is that you're not going to do a medley of ABBA hits or anything.
I'm so sorry. I mean, we can do it at the after party for you later if you
We'll
like.
look forward to that. Listen, you're in demand, so congratulations.
It might not be the right lyrics, though, by the way.
She's had a couple of drinks, do you know what I mean?
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Stanley Baxter Award for Best Dame.
The winner is...
So the best dame for 2026, man and boy, 28 years, up in Edinburgh, Alan Stewart, congratulations.
It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. As everyone says, I wasn't expecting it, but this is really, really great. 28 years, man and woman, not man and boy.
So what is it about pantomime for you? What keeps you coming back year after year? What do you love about it?
I did my first panto in 1975. And I did my first dame in 1997, and I think I've enjoyed it even more since I became a dame. I just love the freedom of being this character, which is my Auntie May. I used to do it in television as a character, and it was an easy transition from being buttons and wishy-washy to go straight into being a dame. But the fun that we have, I promise you, it is not work at all. No. It's just every day, and the team we have in Edinburgh is great. We have a laugh every day. Every interval, we're sitting there laughing. So you can't ask for any more than that for your work.
And the role is perfect for you, your background in comedy, impressions, and all the stuff that you did before. As you say, very often comedy, female characters that you did on television. It's absolutely perfect for you, isn't it?
Perfect. It's perfect, yeah. And now I only found out in the last few years that as a dame, I didn't think I could actually do impressions of men because it wouldn't be accepted. But we started doing them recently, and so I now do impressions as Auntie May, which is another little string to the bow.
And why not? Because that's what panto's about. It continues to evolve.
You can do anything.
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah.
Listen, congratulations. I know you were nominated last year.
Yeah.
And what did you say to the audience?
I said I was nominated last year and I didn't win. And I've won this year, which proves that I must have really improved in a year.
A really good impression. Alan, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The winner is...
This is a much-deserved award for James McIver for Imagine's co-production of Sleeping Beauty with the Belgrade Theatre in Coventry.
James McIver, congratulations. You look absolutely delighted.
Thank you so much. No, I genuinely am. It's a real shock to win. There's some real talent there tonight, that's been nominated, and it's, great to be recognised for all the hard work that me and the team do.
Yeah, well, of course, your reputation for costume design is well known across the UK in any case, but tell us about your relationship with Imagine and the Belgrade in Coventry. How did that come about?
So the relationship with the Belgrade and Imagine, I started building some key pieces for them for a couple of years. Then I took on, they asked me would I join forces with them and design the whole production, produce that with them and build those costumes. And from then it's grown with the relationship with Imagine Theatre and through, continuing that relationship also with the Belgrade.
Yeah, and we know with Panto it's not just a 12-month job, you're working years in advance, aren't you? So just how many costumes and various attachments and so on do you produce every year?
It's a really good question and people ask it all the time. I don't know. We've started to keep count because we're interested ourselves to be like how many pieces we're producing. We work on quite a few pantos, throughout the year. We start working on panto as soon as it's live, so we're working on the next one, and it's kind of always Christmas and always panto in the studio.
And with the costumes, I mean, there are so many different ones, but which gives you the most pleasure? Is it the Dame, because you can really go to town with that, can't you?
I think the Dame is always kind of the big player in a panto, but I like to kind of push the boundaries with everybody, clash those colours, bring those patterns in, and just really bring so much joy. That first moment where the cloth goes out and you're in the village, I just want it to burst with colour,
Well, congratulations to you, but you did pay tribute when you're on stage to the Imagine team, to the Belgrade team, and your own team, because without them, you probably couldn't have won this award.
Yeah, no, it's a big team, big collaboration with all of us working together to kind of really get this off the ground. It's stressful, it's hard work, but we love what we do.
And the man who should really be presented with an award is your husband, because he has a lot to put up with, doesn't he?
He does, yeah, he does. I kind of disappear for quite a long time, and then he knows I'm back because there's sequins and feathers in the house.
James, congratulations. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, what can I say? This man has won awards in all sorts of areas, on television, musical theatre, panto, you name it. But this is the first time, Gary, that you've directed. Gary Wilmot is the Director of the Year. Well done.
Thank you. I know it's quite strange, really, of all the nominations. And I know there were some wonderful directors up there, but it seems that this year I'm the best. So, yeah. It's quite an honour.
What made you decide to direct after all these years in the business?
Well, I was asked to do it by Michael Harrison, and I've always wanted to do it. I've done stuff before, but never been paid to direct. I direct workshops and all sorts of things.
So was Michael paying you?
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, well, barely, but yeah. But I just wanted the opportunity of doing it, and he's given me everything. The whole thing, the whole good cast. Charlie Stemp and Michael and Basil Brush. Michael Windsor, and and Helen. It was just great. The whole thing was great.
And what a beautiful theatre as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's a Frank Matcham theatre.
Yeah.
He designed it and he knew exactly what he was doing. I wish more designers, particularly modern ones. My eldest daughter's an architect, and I say if you can match them, you'll be doing really well.
So what's next for you now then? You're back at Richmond next year. Are you going to do more directing now?
Well, hopefully, yeah. I want to direct musicals, but, full-blown musicals, right from scratch. Not necessarily revivals, but I would love to do that, and maybe one day I'll be given the opportunity to do that. But I'm in Regent's Park this year in Cats. I'm playing Gus the theatre cat, which I think is quite apt, don't you?
Absolutely.
So I'm doing that for the whole summer.
Well, listen, congratulations. Thanks for talking to us.
A pleasure, Martin. Nice to see you. If I don't see you before, have a lovely Christmas.
Thank you.
Best script, Andrew Pollard. In-house.
And the winner is... It's Andrew Pollard!
Delighted that the Best Script Award goes to Andrew Pollard, who you may remember was also Imagine Theatre's Dame in Beauty and the Beast at the Victoria Theatre in Halifax last season.
that fifth Prosecco. It's fantastic to be paid to do what you love, and I love writing panto, directing and playing down as well. But I wrote your panto here 2 years ago with Le Bois. Yes! Not that I recognise a word of it when I came to see it.
Well, what an honour it is to finally meet Andrew Pollard, who this year has picked up this magnificent award for Best Script. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm so chuffed, I can't tell you. I really didn't think I was going to win. There were some great people there on that category, and I can't tell you, it's such an honour. Panto has been such a part of my life, professionally and as a kid, amateur stuff. So it's absolute joy to win this.
So is writing the script something that you picked up from performing in panto, or have you always wanted and tried to write?
I've always dabbled with writing, but the opportunity came along at one point, and I grabbed it with both hands, and it's one of those things, isn't it? Panto it's that thing, it keeps you on your toes. It has to change, but it kind of stays the same, and I just love that thing where it progresses, and you have to keep in with the trends of what's going on, but also you've got to keep that tradition, and I love the tradition of it as well.
I mean, obviously, in the evolution of panto, there are many elements. You don't necessarily need them all. Some can change, others will stay the same. As long as the core of panto remains, you've got the perfect recipe, haven't you?
Absolutely, and also it's often the story. I always keep hold of that story, because you know that kids, they believe in it, and you have to remember that. It's always that thing of writing funny gags for the adults is great, but the kids believe in it, and I think that's the magic as well. And that's why when kids grow up, they bring their kids to see it, because they believe in the stories. So it's such a unique, brilliant thing. A British thing, and I'm so chuffed to be part of it, I can't tell you.
So when you start to write any panto, do you go back to the original fairy tale? Is that where you start?
I do, yeah. And it's interesting now, because of Disney, sometimes you're coerced into doing something slightly different. But actually with this Beauty and the Beast, I did go back to the original story, and Lawrence Batley it's a homegrown panto, so within that I am allowed to sort of maybe move it a little bit into terms of worlds that wouldn't necessarily happen in commercial theatre, even though they have their, that's fine. But it allows me to sort of play around with it a little bit.
Of course, Batley, the home of variety, really, in many ways. So they love their entertainment, they love their panto there. You've got some fabulous audiences as well, and obviously a fantastic script, so congratulations.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Let's go back inside and see who's won the latest award.
Please join me in celebrating a true pantomime icon. That is the wonderful Leslie Jones.
I love pantomime. Audiences love pantomime. And there's nothing more wonderful than looking out and seeing whole families, because if the children love it, then hopefully they're going to carry on coming for the rest of their lives and supporting life.
Well, one of the most fitting awards of the evening went tonight to Leslie Joseph, and you are an icon of television, theatre and of pantomime, but I think this award was particularly special for you, wasn't it?
Honestly, it means an awful lot, because I've always taken panto seriously and I love it every year, and it means so much to me. And also, there's loads of magic in it. You have dance, choreography, you have dancing, you have drama, and that fourth wall is broken, so you speak to the audience. And I've done so many wonderful shows, and I love it, and actually when I've sometimes had a matinee off, I think, oh my God, I need to do 2 shows a day. The companies are always fabulous, and I absolutely adore it, and I'm so thrilled that they've now got these awards that recognise pantomime. The fact that Michael Harrison's now 10 years at the Palladium, which is the most iconic theatre, to be full of pantomime means so much. It really does. So, yeah, I'm really, really thrilled.
Just take a look at the monitor behind you and see who's just picked up the latest award. Brian Conley.
Oh, it's Brian Conley.
Yeah. Who you talked about earlier because you played the Hippodrome with him.
Yeah, I absolutely did. I've worked a lot with Brian Conley. Yeah. I have worked with him a lot, and I love working with him. Absolutely love it. So I'm thrilled that he's got this. Absolutely, he's fantastic, and he's a bit like me. His heart is in it. Yeah. You know, pantomime for me, it just means everything. It really does.
Well, listen, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're very much in demand. You need to go and have your photograph taken and some other interviews. Leslie, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What a wonderful honour. It really is. And to be here and celebrating this, I know everyone says it, but, you know, to be recognised in front of your peers really is very special.
Do you have any idea how many pantos you've done now?
I've done so many, I don't know. And that's the truth. But my first one was in 1978 with Kenny Smiles at the Grand Theatre. And yes, that was a long time ago. I feel it could be, 40 or nearly 40. I know in Wikipedia it's got about 30, but I know there's another 10 there at least.
And you still love it? Probably even more.
I love it. I love the art of it. I love the... that we played to a whole audience, from little kids right up to 90-year-olds, and up beyond, So for me, it is there's a real art to it, an art to sort of making it special, making that afternoon or that evening special and giving 110.
We'll leave them to collect their awards and celebrate together. Leslie Joseph and Brian Conley. Thank you so much, Brian.
Please join me, ladies and gentlemen, in celebrating the recipient of this year's Outstanding Achievement Award. It is the wonderful Terry Parsons.
This award was announced by the legendary Anita Harris and goes to Terry Parsons, who's a celebrated theatre designer with more than 50 years of experience in all sorts of genres, from musicals and plays to ballets and pantomime. And many years ago, he worked with the legendary pantomime dame, George Lacey.
I'm very much a backstage person, so I'm sorry I'm the final speech. And I can't quite believe you can get the award for chucking glitter at so many people. And if you know what you're doing, it all sticks. The first thing that comes to mind is to mention the myriad stars I worked with. They were all just inspirational. But I have to mention one. It was the last 4 pantomimes with standout.
So congratulations to all of our winners and our fabulous nominees. Ladies and gentlemen, the bar is calling. Now before we go, a huge thank you to all of the producers and the venues for providing judges tickets. We like that, thank you. Thank you, the producers, and another thank you to our dedicated team of judges again. Give it up for the judges. To all of the fabulous sponsors, thank you so much, and thank you everyone here at the Wycombe Swan, a fabulous theatre. Would be as successful as they are without an audience. So thank you very much for coming and supporting the Pantomime Awards 2026. And of course, a big thank you to the UK Pantomime Association trustees for tonight. You've done, once again, a cracking job. So thank you.
Well, Steve Bowden, joint CEOs with Sarah, both here tonight. What a tremendous evening again.
It's just been the most wonderful award. The fact that we can come and celebrate with all the people who work tirelessly over Christmas, fans of the genre, theatre managers, producers, fellow practitioners, it's just a great opportunity just to catch up. Because at Christmas, none of us really have time to see each other. So it's great, and everybody just feels the magic and the warmth in the room to celebrate what everybody has done. It is so important, and it was great that it was acknowledged tonight from the stage that actually it is the lifeblood of theatre still, and that's that's something that we should be really proud of, to support and keep going.
Absolutely, and for Imagine, 8 nominations, a couple of awards, another good year.
Yeah, it is, absolutely, and it's really great to see recognition across the whole gamut of theatres in this country. To see great Scottish representation, Welsh representation, all the pantos that we do over here in England as well. The art form is not the same in every territory, and it's really good that that's recognised. And yeah, a great collection of winners tonight. We're really pleased for Hannah and Fran because they were an absolute joy to work with over in Llandudno, and it's their hometown, and that's what Panto's about. It's rooting it in the communities that it's there to serve, and Hannah and Fran were a perfect example of that. Yeah. And of course James McIver, who's just a brilliant costume designer and has a fantastic making team.
Just a quick word for your casting team, because the whole event was hosted by Vernon Kay. Imagine took a punt on him for his first panto and he won the best newcomer. You took a punt this year on Hannah and Fran, and look what they did as well. So, kudos to your team on the casting side.
Thank you, and I think it is. We're always looking to find something different. There was a lot of celebration of new and challenging the art form and pushing boundaries, and I think that's what we and most other producers try and do. It's really important that we drive the art form forward, take risks, take calculated risks, because it's difficult out there at the moment. The world's in a funny old place, but make sure that we keep developing the art form for the next generation.
Steve, thank you and congratulations again.
Thank you, great to see you, Martin.
And that's it for now from us all here at the Swan Theatre in High Wycombe at the 2026 UK Pantomime Association Awards. Congratulations to all the nominees, the category winners and the host Vernon Kay, plus many thanks to the UK Pantomime Association and the organisers led by producer Sam Monday Webb for what has been another fabulous event. Once again, thanks to you for supporting this podcast series, and don't forget there are many more fabulous guests still to come, so make sure you subscribe now. And join me, Martin Ballard, for episode 130, when I'll be joined by Andrew Agnew and Simon Sladen to take an in-depth look at another pantomime title, and this time it's Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Thank you for listening to the latest edition of Just Imagine, the podcast series from Imagine Theatre. And you can find out more by going to www.imaginetheatre.co.uk.